10 years ago, I uploaded a video on YouTube about bad oxygen sensors and their symptoms. It is now time for a part 2. I received 10 years of feedback comments, some of you less than excited.
This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
To which I say,
like anyone can even know that.
You know what, Napoleon? You can lead.
You guys are retarded.
So let's get to it. How can you tell if you have a bad oxygen sensor? What are the symptoms and what can you do about it? So first, let's talk about O2 sensors. There's typically two types of O2 sensors. One is a pre-catalytic converter sensor. That is before the catalytic converter, which reduces carbon monoxide and other harmful gases. And then there's a post-catalytic converter O2 sensor, and that gives a reading and tells you what the catalytic converter is doing. So that is where your O2 sensors typically are. They play a very crucial role in your emissions and improving fuel efficiency, as the information gets sent to the ECM or the engine control unit, and that will change the air-fuel mixture so that you get the ideal combustion ratio. So let's get to failing O2 sensor symptoms and issues that you may be experiencing. First of all, you're going to notice poor fuel efficiency. You're going to be getting much less miles to the gallon. Then you're going to have maybe a rough idle, and that is because the fuel-air mixture isn't accurate. You're going to have reduced engine performance. So you're going to step on the gas, it might hesitate, it might feel sluggish, they'll have lack of power, especially during acceleration. But note that these can be symptoms of other things like coil packs, bad fuel. These are indicators. It is not a definite diagnosis. Obviously, if your check engine light comes on, it could be anything. But if your light comes on, you can take it to a place like AutoZone. They'll plug in the computer and they will tell you with their diagnostic codes. Sometimes those codes are inaccurate, but they're related to O2 sensor failure. Then you have increased emissions. So you can have way more exhaust coming out, and some of them are very dangerous types of exhaust, like carbon monoxide and hydrocarbons. So you may also notice, along with your exhaust, a strong fuel odor. If it smells a lot like gas, unburned gasoline, that's an indicator of a failing O2 sensor. Obviously, if you get a failed emissions test, it may be a sign of an O2 sensor failure. Now, there are people that clean their O2 sensors, and you can do this, but there's many parts to an O2 sensor besides just the sensor. You have the wiring harness, the plug. Any of those points can be points of failure, and you risk damaging your engine or catalytic converter burning out entirely, which is very expensive. A O2 sensor costs anywhere from about $50 into the hundreds of dollars, depending on the model of your car. So you want to take care of it. You can clean it if you're in a pinch. There's videos on YouTube on how to do that, but I would just replace it personally, because things break down. That maybe it's not just the carbon buildup on the sensor, could be other things causing it to fail. So there you have it. Thanks for watching. Click subscribe, or at least give me a like. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments section, and have a great day. Hopefully you can get your car issues fixed and back on the road in no time. See ya.